and welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And today, from the beautiful country, Singapore, we have an eminent personality. And when I say that eminent personality, none other than Thomas Hoon. Welcome, Thomas, to our show today, and it's great privilege and honor for me to host you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Supriya.
Well, global audience, today this episode is going to be super amazing and super powerful. Not because I'm saying because we have a super powerful guest, but we are going to take a dive deep in this knowledgeable, inspirational, and motivational journey that will touch millions of lives today. So I am super excited. I am super excited to host Thomas and take this journey on and influence a lot of people today who are watching us live. So Thomas, once again, welcome. And without any pause, let's start this beautiful global journey which says, what is Thomas' inspirational life journey?
Thank you, Dr. Supriya, again. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and friends, to wherever you are. I'm going to share a bit about my life story, the challenges that I face, and I hope my story doesn't bore you too much. I'll try to speak as fast as possible, but it's really my life story, and I never shared this before in any live platform. So you will probably be the first time that you'll be hearing this. Even my closest friends doesn't hear about this as well. So without further ado, I'm going to start this with a sentence. Life is never easy. Life is not perfect. Do you agree with me, Dr. Supriya? Absolutely right. So as I stand before you,
100% I agree with your statement.
okay. As I stand before you, I want to share a story of resilience, hope, and unwavering belief that we have the power to shape our lives. It's a story of overcoming obstacles and finding strength in the face of adversity. It's my story. So I'm going to share 3 milestones of my life, which is closely associated with what I mentioned earlier. Life is never easy, life is never perfect. I was born in a traditional and humble family, the youngest of our 3 siblings. My father is a chief rehabilitation officer with Singapore Prison Service. Sorry, beg my pardon. So it instilled in me the values of hard work and perseverance from a young age. He often tell me, Thomas, life is never easy. I guess a lot of our parents will probably tell the same thing as well. But little did I know that how profound this statement will resonate throughout with me in the rest of my life. Why? Because 46 years ago, when I was born unlike any other babies which is out there. I was born with a condition called atrial septal defect, which is ASD. But in layman's term, it's basically a hole in the heart. So I was born with a hole in the heart, and I would probably die anytime during that time. It was a reminder life isn't smooth, and it taught me the value of resilience. But what would I know? I'm just 9 months old, going into the operation theater with no recollection what has happened, with no recollection my feelings during that operation. But according to my parents who told me, I was lucky to be alive because there was 6 babies who went through the operation theater with that procedure that day, and only 2 came out alive. I was one of the lucky 2. So while I wasn't fighting to be resilient, it basically taught me an important lesson in life. When life throw you a curveball, you throw it back harder, and you try to live your life to the best as you could, given that this is my second chance in life. God has given me a second chance to me. Thomas, now please go and live your life the way you want to be. Try to make it fulfilling. So this is one of the major milestone in life in which it basically shapes the rest of my life as I continue. So the second milestone, just like any other kid, I have dreams of becoming a professional footballer. I'm actually very good in playing the sport, frequently playing people above my age group. So I went to a trial with one of the semi-professional club in Singapore at the age of 6, hoping to join a youth team. But little did I know that by taking part in that match, I basically tore my ACL. So for any people who out there who knows that ACL basically kills the career even for professional athletes. So I was devastated. I say, oh, I'm not going to be able to fulfill my dreams of being a professional footballer at all. But excuse me. But I didn't give up. I say maybe I could enjoy the sport in some other aspects. So I became very good in playing futsal and street soccer in my neighborhood. I actually won championships in Singapore playing this sport. It's a Singapore championship. That means probably the top team in Singapore in 2003 and 2004. I also represented Singapore Stock Exchange as a guest player and winning that competition for them. So at the same time, I'm also playing semi-professionally in China now in a league, which broadcasts to 100,000 viewers every time the match happens. So in a certain way, I did not give up on my dream of a professional footballer, but I fulfilled it in other ways. So I still be able to live my life as a footballer. So that's the second milestone that I share with you. And the third milestone, at a very young age, I was invested by Economic Development Board of Singapore, as well as Korean government to run a digital business. So my career is going on an upward trajectory. But little did I know that life is going to throw me another curveball in 2008. I was diagnosed with bladder cancer in 2008. And at that point of time, I was thinking, why me again? Haven't you tested me enough, God? Why are you giving me this test again? So I was depressed for a while. And especially given that it was also the toughest time of my career. I was working in an extremely toxic company. So after a while, I actually turned to Buddhism for comfort. And with Buddhism guidance, it actually helped me cope with my cancer diagnosis and treatment and managed to find peace and meaning in my life. So I'm pleased to announce that in 2013, I'm in remission and I'm been cancer free by then. And as for my career, during that year, instead of leaving the company, I decided to stay on and fight the toxic culture. So I ended up that year as the best salesperson, being recognized as a company, and the subsequent year as well. So my lesson and my story today is to tell the audience that do not give up on life. It's just another test on you. It's actually my success actually stand as a testament of resilience, and it's a reminder that even the darkest of times, there's always a path to healing and recovery.
Awesome one, Thomas. And when I heard your life journey, which is so, so inspiring for millions today who are watching us live and who will be watching this video later, I will say only one thing. When life gives you 100 reasons to cry, you create 1,000 reasons to smile. And that's what I can see in your life journey, because it was not at all easy to stood up again, to fight again, another battle in your life, but you did that. And that's the
Yes.
spirit, that's the spirit, Thomas. You are today inspiring millions, and today you are a symbol of strongest men. So awesome one. Keep
Thank you very
inspiring the
much.
world. And also you have conveyed one message to audience: never give up. No matter whatever, however you are dull, you are depressed, just get up and get that enthusiasm, ask your soul, and move forward. And even when God closes one door, he will automatically open 10 doors for you. So never
Precisely.
go. Awesome one. Great one. Thomas, this was your journey when challenges were there, but you kept on moving on and on and on and on. Now, I would love to know what is your pure, tireless work, your profession, and how my global audience can leverage from your great profession. So, kindly enlighten your great work now.
Sure. Just a quick background about what I've been doing in the past 23 years. I've always been in sales and business development in Asia Pacific. So personally, I love doing sales. I love meeting people. I love talking to people of different culture, and I love closing sales. So I have closed more than 100 million in my sales career. I've had the opportunity to work for Koreans, Japanese, Finnish, American, Dutch, UK, Israeli companies. So it's a wide array of companies that I work for. I have customers all over the world in every continent. I have friends, and these customers eventually become my friends. I've stayed overseas. I've worked overseas for 11 years, 1 year in Thailand and 10 years in China and counting. I speak 3 languages: English, Mandarin, Thai, and 2 dialects, Hokkien and Cantonese. So altogether 5 languages. I have bootstrapped 3 startups before. One is active mobility in the first and last mile transportation. One is a crypto exchange, which is based in Philippines. And one is a market development consultancy, which I run a day-to-day operations ever since 2016. So as for what I do for this market development consultancy, basically I assist clients in expanding their business, whether helping foreign companies enter into Chinese market or supporting Chinese companies expanding to Southeast Asia. So I basically providing them the role of market development, market research, and market expansion. So at the same time, we work closely with our clients to understand their specific goals and tailor our services to meet their unique needs. So for example, I have launched campaigns like Facebook in Indonesia, Amazon for India, UnionPay and WeChat for Philippines, Baidu for Japan and US, Taobao in Thailand. So these are just some of the customer reference and customers that I have helped in my current role.
Thomas, I will say only one thing. I have not seen a multi talented person like you who knows 5 languages, great linguistic. And here, I would love to connect my global audience who are from 50 visible countries. If you have such demands in sales and also in leadership, so I think the best person is Thomas Hoon. You can connect with him. He's on LinkedIn and you can make your best deals with him. And I'm sure there will always be a win win situation from both the sides. So the door is open and don't miss this golden opportunity. Awesome one, Thomas. I really, really appreciate your work, your talent, and of course, your leadership traits. That's matter a lot. Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And moving to this beautiful, vivacious, very enthusiastic, and very inspiring show, Global Talk Show with Thomas. Thomas, now I would, along with my global audience, would love to know what are Thomas' dreams? What is his mission? What he has planned for his future? And let's know some of your plans too.
Wow, that's a big question.
Yeah, that's a big
uh,
question.
yeah. Okay. My mission is to create a positive impact on the people that I encounter throughout my life, whether is it in person or whether is it through talk shows like this. It's all about fostering meaningful connections, offering support to people, inspiring others to pursue their passion. So I'm committed to leaving a legacy of positive influence and empowerment, whether whether I met you before or whether is it online. I have taken to my task to write and post daily on LinkedIn since March the 12th. So I'm starting to share my experience, connecting to people all over LinkedIn, all over the world, trying to give advice to people offline if they actually seek my advice. At the same time, I'm also helping students in Nanyang Polytechnic in Singapore in their entrepreneurship journey since 2006. So I've been guiding them on how to actually start a business, what are the things they need to look for when starting a business, what's the downfall and pitfalls of running a business. So in general, I want to inspire people, I want to influence people, I want to help people.
And this is really so inspiring and awesome when you have certain goals in your life. Thomas, trust me, when you have such inspiring, motivating goals, even you feel depressed or tired for 1 second, second moment you will get up because you are having such beautiful and pious goals in your life, and you make one mission, one vision. Yes, I have to accomplish. And I am sure when I will meet you next time, you will say, yes, I have accomplished my all goals, my all dreams, which you have planned just now, which you have narrated just now to the global audience. So this is really beautiful, awesome, and I congratulate you for your
Thank
great,
you.
great goals. And God bless you in accomplishing those tasks. And we would love to hear from you in future too. This is really great.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, Thomas, before we say goodbye to you, along with my global audience, everybody's waiting for your beautiful, powerful message, which again going to inspire millions and billions also. So kindly go with it.
Well, I think facing life challenges, whether it's positive and negative, is really part of growing up and learning. So we need to really adopt a positive and proactive mindset in order to help overcome these obstacles. So we grow stronger along the process. In my opinion, fail to failing to learn from failure is failing to succeed. So I think I run a lot of business. I met a lot of customers. I have failed a lot of times. But instead of sulking and thinking, why is God so unfair? Why is customer so unfair? Let's look at a different way to see, is there anything that we can improve in order to close that particular deal, or in order to inspire another person. So we need to have this positive mindset of learning and keep developing ourselves. And if you are currently working now, I would suggest, especially if your parents are still around, please spend more time with them, because you do not want to wait until they are gone. Then you start talking about them, saying, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. And if you have children or family, do spend more time with them too. Nobody can remember you working overtime other than your family and your children. Your bosses doesn't remember. Your colleagues doesn't remember. So there are the
Awesome,
messages.
awesome. Thomas, you really, really, really steal the show. I must say, you stole the show this. And yes, very true, very great golden words you have shared. Always enjoy the now moment with your family, with your parents, and that's the precious moments which will never ever going to come in anybody's life. So thank you so much from the bottom core of my heart, coming to our show and spending this beautiful enlightening evening from India, afternoons in some other world, and morning in some other continent of the world. So thank you so much, and it was really lovely and inspiring to listen your story. And trust me, you inspired today everyone, including me too. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Dr. Subia. Cheers.
Thank you so much, my global audience, for always loving us, inspiring us, and cheering us. Keep doing that. Stay happy. Helen Hati. Bye bye for now.